flag go-ahead on the back straightaway from assistant starter Butch Williams. They line up side by side by side. Pace car will be dropping out of harm's way. Hard charging Chuck Anderson, Bill Bogner in the front row. Green flag is out. They fire it up down the back chute into 3 and 4. Chuck Anderson, the number 25, trying to fight off the attack from the 4 of Bill Bogner in the early goings of this race. Here comes the 2 of Fetzer. He tries to tuck it downstairs. They are side by side, wheel to wheel, down the back chute. They'll drag race it into 3 and 4. As the number 2 of Joe Fetzer trying to get the bite and move up into the position respective with his number. That's the second spot. The 4, Bill Bogner, still making a bid on the outside groove with Bryant Buck Burns in the number 67, looking to make a move as well. The 2 of Joe Fetzer now looking to the inside, trying to press the number 25 of hard charging Chuck Anderson down the front chute into turns 1 and 2. Fetzer in the number 2 still trying to fight off the horde of traffic on his tail, including the 4 Bill Bogner, the 67 of Bryant Burns, the 22 of Frank Booker Jr., the 1 of Pete Fisher. This time by out of turn number 4, it is a 2-car battle for the top piece of real estate between the 2 of Fetzer and the number 25 of Chuck Anderson. Anderson trying to repeat what he did in qualifying, and that was simply win. Chuck Anderson, the number 25, high flying it out of turn number 4. Closest battle for positioning now is the challenge for the lead. Joe Fetzer in the number 2 is trying to slingshot move. He's on the outside perhaps. He'll drip back down to the inside. No, he stays high, wide, and handsome. He's up near the marbles, ladies and gentlemen, as the number 2 of Fetzer now looking to the inside of the number 25 of Chuck Anderson. Bryant Burns now in the 67 looking to the inside of the 4 of Bogner through turns 1 and 2, back off the apex and back on the throttle, down the back chute. Straight line fashion for the top 5. Pete Fisher all over the back bumper of the 22 of Frank Booker Jr. Down the front chute now into turns 1 and 2. The number 25 of Chuck Anderson, he's got about a 1-car length cushion, if you will, as Joe Fetzer appears to be running faster down the straightaways, and Chuck Anderson closing the door through the turns, if you will. Out of turn number 4, halfway is the signal on this time by 7 and 8 to go for the Charger main event. Fetzer in the number 2 trying to stick his nose in there and wheel and deal it for the number 1 piece of real estate. Perhaps he's saving his race car for the late goings of this race. I don't know. We can't read his mind. I'm not psychic. Fetzer in the number 2 looking for an opportunity. Bogner still waiting in the wings as well as the 67 of Bryant Buck Burns. Down the back chute into 3 and 4. The 4 of Bogner all over the back bumper of Fetzer. Fetzer testing the high groove again. Down the front chute, they're on the apex and back on the throttle now. Fetzer looking to the inside. He tried the slingshot move on that go-around. And Fetzer in the number 2 looking to the high groove, trying to make a bid into turns 3 and 4. The top 2 running very stout, putting themselves in a league of counterparts down the front chute. And into turns 1 and 2. Fetzer in the number 2 looking to the inside groove around Chuck Anderson, the 25. They were side by side. Chuck Anderson trying to close the door on any given opportunity for the number 2. Off of turn number 4, contact being made. Fetzer in the infield area, and he hangs on for the second position. Bill Bogner in the number 4, now making a bid for the second spot. Off of turn number 2, down the back chute, they'll drag race it into 3 and 4. This cautionless race thus far running very, very stout, ladies and gentlemen, as Bill Bogner in the number 4 looking for positioning, and the second position does belong to him currently. Fetzer in the number 2 wants the number 2 piece of real estate. Awesome Al Grimmer in the 34 is slowing. 2 to go this time by as Chuck Anderson, the number 25, high flying it through the turns. And we understand that there has been a crash at the apex of turns 3 for Neil Parrish in the number 34 is perishing. Joe Fetzer making a move under the white flag, side by side down the front chute. Contact being made. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to get Yahtzee? Down the back chute, Joe Fetzer trying to repeat what he did in qualifying, side by side. 2 qualifying winners making a bid for the number 1 piece of real estate. This time by out of turn number 4 will be the number 2, Joe Fetzer, with stars in his eyes. Chuck Anderson Anderson second, and the 4 of Bill Bogner coming in third. Can I breathe yet, ladies and gentlemen? Neil Parrish crossing the start-finish line. Wow. This cautionless race, ladies and gentlemen, a fine one indeed. Joe Fetzer did exactly what he did in qualifying. He didn't lead a single lap until the last one. And he's in victory lane. How about a big hand for the driver out of East Aurora? We will be talking to him in just a few moments. Joe Fetzer driving the United Business Systems. Gregor